Oh, I'm talking. My mic was muted from something else I was doing yesterday. That's funny. I was playing a game. I didn't want to talk with anyone, so I muted my microphone. Mute. What's up, Jay? I'm calling you Double J. That's what I said earlier when you couldn't hear me. Like, what's up, Double J? So, yeah, did you see my post about your post about taking over Boeing? Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm down. We'll get to a couple hundred billion market cap. And, oh, dang, they have a 747A. Oh, freighter. I thought it said firefighter. They're freighters. Yeah, let's do it, JJ. Need 100 million capital, get it off the ground. Jeez, it's a lot of money raising. It's a lot of engineering. And Airbus? Yeah. Obviously, in that realm, it's the regulations that's a problem generally. But you know what? In my opinion, if you're gonna put a parachute in the back of that motherfucker, everyone's gonna buy it. Like, oh, our crash rate is now zero because we have parachutes, parachute technology. You can do a SPAC. Yeah, if you do a SPAC, SPAC would work. I bet this day and age, it's probably not quite as mature as you would need it, but I feel like an AI designed airplane would be pretty dope. I don't know about 3D printed though. What's up, Andrew? Back from the Big Rock. Early bird special. Morning, Jared. What are you calling me? 65? I'll take it. I like early bird specials. I like specials of any kind. Yeah, I think AI design is freaking amazing. There's some cool stuff right there. It's a little too immature, I think. I think to do it at scale would be amazing though. To see how it could formulate the fuselage and the wing structure of an airplane likely as one thing. That would be super strong. And then well, it wouldn't be fuel tanks, it'd be batteries at that point. Yeah, I don't know how much weight advantage you'd have. Probably save some weight. Yeah, 3D designs or AI designs pretty dope. I do like that. Don't get me started on that, damn it. I love that stuff. Thinking of buying more Tesla now, it's cheaper. Go for it, Andrew. I bought some yesterday, probably should have bought more yesterday. Um, we did a little bit of a deep dive. It wasn't that deep though. We did a little bit of a shallow dive on Tesla yesterday. Some dude posted a video in our Slack chat room, which Andrew, I think you're in there, and I think it was in stocks. It's up. Yeah, it's up a little bit. It's up a little bit. The garden farmer, he posted it. I'm not sure what his handle is on here, but um, 50 to 60,000 feet Mach 3 plus. Well, that ain't gonna work city to city. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I guess. Well, yeah. In 10 years, though, you're gonna have to compete with the damn Starship. That's gonna be nuts. That's gonna be nuts whenever they get that. But that's a ways out. You probably could come up with a solution before then, but it'll probably take 5 and 6 years of R&D, a lot of computer time. That'd be a lot of fun, though, man. That would be, dude. I'm a geeky ass engineer type. I'm not. I'm not an engineer. I should get a T-shirt that says "not an engineer," but that would be a lot of fun. Big headaches, but lots of fun. I like I like big headaches though. WDLF, yeah, I think he had that position for a while. No, I think he's already gotten out of that one, Andrew. It's not behaving badly though. Yeah, let's not start trashing people on their calls. We all make good calls and bad calls. It's part of trading. The whole point is how you handle the calls. But yeah, Tesla's a different ball game. It's up to about 700 again, down to about six. So it's up about, was that 4 or 5%? on the overnight, which is fine. Yeah, about 4 or 5%. You beg to differ? No, I wasn't saying it wasn't useful. I was just saying, oh, is that you, Jared? Oh, okay. Okay, cool. No, I was just saying that I was saying that I don't know how many products of scale have been fully developed of an, with artificial intelligence design is what I was saying. Like, it's been used on onesie twosie stuff, it's been used on this and that, but I don't think it's been fully implemented like at the core of a business. I do know of a high-end sports car manufacturer that does use part of it. So from that perspective, it's been used a little bit. But no, I think it holds some key advantages by a long shot. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I agree with you. Yeah, no, I agree with you. It's just not. It's still one of those technologies that um isn't in the forefront. It doesn't have to be, which is why I think it would be useful. Like, I don't know if Boeing. The last thing I don't know much about the internal workings of those, but I know that some company was using a bulkhead designed by artificial intelligence, but that was just an internal cabin bulkhead to separate first class and passenger, and it was like 60% lighter or something like that. But it wasn't the whole plane. But that, I mean, that would be amazing. I think you could shed weight like mad off of a plane. I think that'd be super, super cool. Smaller the vehicle? Yeah, probably. I mean, I still think you'd come up with some interesting designs though. But that's where, and see, that's the thing. Like, if you have 3D, if you have AI design and 3D printing, if both of those were as capable as is possible for them to be capable, I think you end up with just amazing stuff. You can probably you can probably just design and make an airplane with a team of 5 people. It'd be pretty cool. Anyway, good, all good stuff. All good stuff. I think that AI design can take you in places um that people can't. It's pretty cool stuff. Genomics, oh for sure. That is technology I think is like 30 years out though. Another 20 years out. Yeah, right, Jared. No, I agree with you there too. Coding is writing code manually in the fairly near future will probably, yeah, yeah. I know, I agree with you there. I mean, the rules are rigid, so AI would do great there. Anyway, but yeah, so I think Tesla's so the IBD called the market uptrend resumes, which isn't um uptrend resumes is I haven't seen this a lot of times on IBD, but it is we don't have a follow through day. They're calling it because the Dow is in all time highs apparently, which I didn't know. I don't follow the Dow. Yeah, there's the DJX. So uptrend resumes when a index goes into all time highs, and I didn't know they followed the Dow, and I don't follow the Dow. And here it is in all time highs. I guess we should have recognized that a couple days ago, but um, Dow's in all time highs, so that's interesting. Obviously, Apple a big component of the Dow, so I don't know what exactly is moving in terms of the Dow, um, but it's moving nonetheless. And so there is a shift back into some real world economy stocks for the most part. Obviously, Tesla's still under 700 right now. It's going to open up basically at 700. Hey, what's up, Rob? Oh, market's going to open right now. All right, Soxol's up 9%. Soxol could be a dip buy if you're looking at dip buys, which we're kind of in a dip right here. What's up, Blay? So, um, yeah, so I think we're looking at potential dip buys, and we're looking at things that are already running. Dip buys would be like a Tesla that is down, or Soxol that is down. I think Soxel's in a pretty good spot actually. You got about 40% back up there to highs. Um, Mastercard is unfortunately a trade I'm not in anymore. I think this is amazing. This is one of the running stocks. This is one of those good ones. I think Mastercard's a great stock. Microsoft is excellent as well. It's not quite running yet. It may have a little bit of consolidation. So, yeah, the thing about Tesla though, JJ, is it's found a pretty good bottom down here in the 540 range. So if we're lucky, it'll pull back some more. But that would, I don't know. Tesla is pretty damn rock solid. I don't think you're going to get a tremendous amount of discount in Tesla from here. I mean, it could be wrong, but the volume signatures at the lows are the largest volume signature, so they're still buying it up. Hey Jared, JJ knows quite a bit about Tesla. Yeah, he is. And you can talk about yourself if you want to, JJ. But anyway, so he's good. STPK, AMCR. Let's look at. Yeah, I really do like Mastercard. I'm feeling pretty shitty that I don't have my Mastercard position. I got to get back in freaking Mastercard. I screwed that up twice now. Of course, the market did go into a correction. I guess I should have jumped in a couple of days ago, but today is, I guess, as good as any. Gotta get my software open. Too busy gabbing. Where's my... Oh, I don't have a thing here. I used to look at my old trades. So it looks like June 440s. All right, so NASDAQ up 1.6%, pretty much gapped up here. Not sure if we're going to end up going anywhere. Let me just put Tesla up here and keep it there. NIO up 6% today. NIO, another high quality EV name. Good volume down here. Really no sell. Look at this lack of selling pressure. Look at this shit. Boom, no selling pressure. So could get a V back. It could also hang out a while. This one did come back and get closer to the 50-day where Tesla stayed well above it. How's Cyber doing? Cyber lower. Um, so real world stocks are kind of the thing. I think MasterCard's going to be a good one. Where's my price target on MasterCard? I don't know. It was to June. Okay, it's not on the. I didn't write it on the chart. I have to try to figure it out again. I think it's just a 50% increase if I remember right. No, probably not. Neo the stock? No, I haven't seen that one. Neogenomics? Is that what it says? The logo's too tiny. All right, almost 2% for the NASDAQ. Oh, I know what I gotta do. I gotta um yeah, probably Rob. Yeah, I would likely say so. I mean Soxel I think is in a good position. Yeah, once this chip shortage comes out, prices are probably gonna go up and they're probably gonna make a butt ton of money. So I'm not mad at it. All right, NASDAQ almost at 2% now. All right, so MasterCard coming down a little bit. Zoom out on Neo. Done with the correction, we could be, Blair. I mean, it's not 100%, but we could be. A follow through on the Nasdaq or the S&P would be a better indicator, but it is what it is right now. But we do. I mean, we don't have anything really falling into the dirt. So hopefully, it is just this shorter term type of a correction. Two in 2014. Yeah. Quite a few stocks have done that. That's pretty good. Yeah, bounce off the 200 days seems to be an interesting place to try to take positions. So if we're in a pullback scenario, yeah, you could be looking at a good place to be taking positions. All right, it's not up today. Bitcoin's having a decent day. Looks like right, it's just keeping pace with it at the moment. GBTC is a little bit behind Bitcoin, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, at the 51. Volume not as tremendous. Could jump in here pretty quick though. If Bitcoin gets rolling up, looks like Tesla's still chilling lower. I want to look at those. I want to find. Let's go to the global watch list. I want to find the ones that are. Oh, there you go, Andrew. Killing it, bud. That's amazing. Good job, man. So yeah, we are not firmly out of the correction, and from our technical perspective, that we usually look at with the Nasdaq, we look at these Bollinger Bands, and we haven't quite crossed the middle threshold, so we still arguably could roll over. Um, we could be in the middle of a dead cat bounce. It's possible. I think interesting thing here on the futures is you have these two higher volume candles right down here. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see if the Qs have those same. Two pretty high volume candles right there. So we are rising a little bit on lower volume, but it's not too bad. Now here's the bad thing. There's your 50-day moving average. I guess there is a possibility that we come up, and that's around where that middle Bollinger Band is, and we never to hit the 200. So this is that kind of flip turn area where we're probably going to go up. I mean the vaccines are coming out. Well, they're out. They're getting around, and yeah, someone just mentioned stimulus checks. Yeah, those are on their way. So that I mean that's going to put a shot in the arm of the economy. That's a big freaking bump right there for normal individuals. That's a huge chunk of cash. It's crazy. It's a little bit unnerving getting like having the government give you money. It's a little bit weird. I'll buy your stimulus check, Ellie. Yeah, 50 cents on the dollar. It's a scam. So, oh, that's gonna be my new thing. That's gonna be my new thing. Is send me your stimulus check. It's a scam. Bill Gates is trying to chip your bank account. Sell hopes. 174 for the Nasdaq. You pulled back a little bit. Hold on a second. All right, I'm back. All right, Nasdaq 184. So we're hanging out. We's hanging. All right, Qs are stagnating a little bit. Hmm. Does not sound right. I have a bunch of BTC. I kind of switched between just dumping rest of my savings into it. I better not. Um, Yeah, I mean, probably, yeah. I don't think you want to do 100% of anything. I mean, a little bit of diversification is good. Bitcoin exposure is good. Stock exposure is good. House exposure is good. Savings exposure is good. I mean, little bit of everything. I don't think you need to have. So I had a bunch of savings, and then I ended up putting a majority of it to work. But I mean, I still have cash. I just, you know, much cash I well, my cash seems to be ever increasing, which is a good problem to have. But I don't like to have more than like 10,000 cash. It just seems a bit much, you know. Like if you've got a ton of cash, um, it is gonna decrease in buying power. So there's a number of things you could do with it. You can put it in, you can invest it, you could trade it, you could stick it into Bitcoin and forget about it. You could stick it in the queues and forget about it. There's all kinds of stuff you could do with it. But I mean, for the most part, you're never gonna need that savings. You pretty much just need like an emergency fund or something. Girlfriend put 100% of her checks in BTC. Yeah, maybe that's what's happening. Maybe the U.S. government is stimulating Bitcoin's price. I can't discount that. I can't discount that. All right. So yeah, stocks will have an interesting day. Still above the 200-day moving average. In March, we definitely came down under the 200. I don't think we're in March's scenario by a long shot. I mean, if we are bottomed out, that would make sense. I think. I don't know, with the economy picking back up. I think the rotation away from what has been working is very normal. So, we end up with um, all of this growth in these names that, like in Amazon, um, a lot of that, of course, was Fed money pumping the markets, but and just trying to buy high growth names and things of that nature. But now, like Boeing was looking solid yesterday. Yeah, look at Boeing. I was looking at a Boeing. I didn't actually finish looking at it, but potential Boeing trade right here. I think Rob still has his $99 Boeing. I think he's going to frame it on his wall one day, which he should. You should frame that, Rob. You should have them print out a stock certificate and have them put $99 on it. But yes, I mean, so Boeing's on the way, kind of on the way back up. So all these stocks that were beaten down, which is why I think Mastercard is doing so good, just sitting here at highs, is because retail. So retail comes back. Mastercard's probably going to get a big boost. Um, at the same time, it's a bit of a catch-22. I was listening to a show over the weekend, and they were discussing how in DC, a lot of the firms are probably going to stay mostly virtual, and so less business downtown, which probably will hurt a little bit of the mom and pop retailer. They said that the average person in DC spent $125 a week on going out in the downtown DC area, like at lunch and throughout the day. So I mean, I think there's a thing there that's going to be a little bit of a headwind for the economy there. I need 2,000 Tesla certificates on my wall. I think they'll put a. I think they'll print the number of Tesla shares on there for you, JJ. I'll use it as well. Oh, just get individual Tesla certificates. I think nowadays they charge you like $30 a certificate, so that'd be a pretty expensive wallpaper. So all right, market stagnating a little bit under 1.5%. Soxel holding up. I don't think nothing's really moved too much today. FLGT, these guys do the testing for California for COVID. CyberArk, NIO, SI, not quite bouncing back yet. Don't let anybody hold it. Yeah, you do you, JJ. Go ahead and glue those certificates to your wall. I can see JJ trying to cash them in one day, cutting his drywall out. Oh, don't break that. Oh, that's 10,000. That certificate's worth $10,000. Can you cut the nail with a sawzall, please? I love it. Let's do it. So I guess the question is the rotation of the market. I guess one thing would be to look for that would be pretty cool. I was thinking about it. I'm like, yeah, a whole wall of stock certificates would be pretty dope. You know, should do that. Just buy some like garbage stock. Buy some garbage stock and then just plaster them on your wall. I wonder if TLSA is a stock. It is. That's only $3 a share. You can do that. Real interior designing. I could do. I could. I feel like I'm doing a Hans and Franz impression right now. Real interior designing. You take your stock certificates on one wall, and then you take your quarters on another wall, and then you take your pennies on the floor, and then on the back wall. Looks good. That's a good sound for me. It's my money room. GM stocks, are they cheaper? I don't think they're cheaper. GM's actually looking pretty good. Look at GM. GM. Look at this volume that came in here on GM at the beginning of the year. I think GM. Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned it because I don't think about GM ever, but Chipmunk and Hans voice all. If I can figure out how to duplicate the Chipmunk voice, I will do the Hans voice, and then we'll be good to go. Arnold's little cousin. Nice. I think maybe my cousin will come to visit, and he will have signatures on the other wall. So we have stocks, your quarters, your penny floors. I forget what's on the back wall. And then cousin Arnold's signature. There you go. There you go. Arnold voice? I don't know if I have a good Arnold voice. All right, NAOU. All right, so right now we're looking to see if we're gonna go sideways and or follow through up, or if we're gonna roll over. I think that's probably where we're at right now. Nikola could do Nikola stock. Yeah, no, that's way more expensive than TLSA. It's my new favorite stock. TLSA, that's that's going to be a true winner. Yeah, inverted head and shoulders right here. Boom. Actually, it doesn't look. Isn't the worst stock we've ever seen. I think some people are fat fingering by. How did you get Tesla for $2? I don't know. I'm just going to hold it forever. Yeah, I mean, there's no. Yeah, I must have been. They must have messed up. I got TLSA for $2. It was almost three. It was great. I'm just going to hold it in my account forever. Yeah, I got a million shares of it. It was fantastic. So Andrew, don't buy TLSA, buy TSLA. Those characters mean something. All right, so Amazon under the 200-day bouncing up. So far, finding a little bit of resistance at the 200, though we haven't fully rejected. The 50-day, a little bit more ominous, holding above it. Apple in a similar situation, although actually not in a similar situation. We actually did not even get to the 200, but still the 50 could hold us down a little bit here. Maybe we go into a base on Apple. Ooh, that would be friggin' fancy. That would be fancy. Could look at lemonade, please. I got lemonade in the fridge. So lemonade doesn't have a 200-day moving average, but if you can imagine it did, it would likely be down in this area. 75 is a resistance from this prior high, so it could be in a supportive area. They obviously had love for lemonade going up, and not a lot of selling pressure on the way down. Not really. Come on. So, okay, so after earnings, that was a lot of selling pressure. Came in there. That was a bottoming day. We've stabilized since. So that's your 10-day moving average. There's your 50-day moving average way up there at the 137. That could... Yeah, I'm not a major fan of lemonade. I'm just not. I don't think it's really that. I don't know. I didn't like the service. I got a quote and stuff, and I don't think it was very good. I know it's pretty convenient. It'll probably do pretty good. Um, anyway, that's just my opinion on the overall company. But the chart looks pretty good. It did find some support down there, and hopefully it'll be on its way back up. The question is, are see the type of buying fervor that we've had over the past year. I think a lot of us have gotten accustomed to that. Oh, okay. Shoot. Reentry. Yeah, you could do reentry. Hey guys, I'm sorry, I gotta go. I had an appointment. I have an appointment. So I'm gonna bounce. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Overall, looking pretty good. We're just looking for the next for some follow through and on some follow through. Um, yeah, I think names could be bought. I'm not sure about the same old names, but I really do like Mastercard. I think Mastercard's great up here. Um, Tesla pretty stable. So all good overall. All right, guys, have a great one. I'll see you tomorrow. Right? Yeah, today's Thursday. Okay.